Cuando compites contra los mejores, tienes que subir el nivel. Por este motivo hemos invertido $100 millones en nuestras fábricas. Hemos contratado a los mejores para examinar cualquier variable posible y conseguir que la Chrome Tour sea más larga, veloz y más consistente que la Pro V1. Pero el objetivo no fue simplemente competir, sino ganar. Y ya estamos preparados. Pruébala y entenderás por qué Chrome Tour es el nuevo oro en rendimiento.
Okay, Tyrrell Hatton, 268, and you had 3 birdies and 1 bogey. Can you tell us how you played today?
Yeah, it was a solid day for me. I feel like I drove the ball really well, which was nice. Although that's sort of half the job done around here because the second shot's so demanding. I got lucky a couple of times, some of the shots in, and then there was a couple of times where I hit a nice shot in and it kind of goes off the green. So sort of mixed bag there, but overall pretty happy with how I played.
You've had success in this championship. Does that bring you here in a positive mood when you come to a U.S. Open?
Not really, to be honest. Obviously that's in the past. I mean, I think I finished 6th at Shinnecock when it was like pretty mad, especially that weekend. But yeah, I mean, this is a new week. I kind of had a few practice rounds, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the course was feeling, especially Monday, Tuesday, I was like, oh my God, this is like so hard. I think they'd put a little bit of water on the greens. They definitely felt a little bit slower than where they were in practice, but I mean, it's only going to get further and faster from here.
Now that you've seen this course in competition, what do you think of the challenge that it presents? Is it like Shinnecock on a Saturday? I mean, obviously it's not.
Hopefully it doesn't get to that point.
But where do you? How does it stack up so far as a U.S. Open test, you think?
Yeah, it's really hard. It's certainly like where the pins are. You can hit a great shot. Keeping it on the green 20 feet away is a great shot, which is mad to say when you're hitting like a wedge into the green type thing. It's just trying to accept that pars are a good score, and even if you do manage to hit the green, like 2 putts aren't like very simple. Yeah, it's just a really tough test. I felt like today was a fair test. So yeah, I'm just happy with how I started this tournament.
Tyrrell, I wanted to ask you about the tee shot at 17. You didn't seem particularly pleased with the ball in the air.
Yeah.
And you end up birdieing the hole.
Yeah. I mean that was sort of one of the shots I was kind of referring to where I got lucky. We were hitting 5-iron there, and I feel like I fatted it a bit and hit it out the toe. So it's just a disgusting feeling. But I think it ended. I didn't even see where it landed. It must have landed just above the bunker, because everyone that was landing on the green was just going into the back bunker. So obviously that was lucky, and I made the most of that with hole in the putt. I feel like I putted really well today. As we all know, you're going to have a lot of putts from sort of in around the 10-foot mark this week, even mainly for pars. And so I feel like I did a good job of holding those things.
Do you prefer this kind of grind as opposed to, say, Valhalla?
Yeah, I guess in some ways, like, with it being harder and a lot of guys sort of losing their head, it sort of brings them to my level, because I just lose my head every week, so they can kind of experience, like, what's it like in my head for a week, but no, I mean, it's a challenge. Like, I've done really well today, but it's still, we've still got hopefully 3 days ahead of us. And it's only going to get harder from here, I think. Imagine they won't be overly pleased that there's a couple of guys at 5 under. yeah, I'll go out there tomorrow, try my best, try and be in the fairway as much as possible, and try and hit as many greens as I can. So see what happens.
Do you usually have a good gauge on how you're going to play when you show up at a championship like this on like Monday or Sunday, or do you just kind of surprise yourself like when you get out there?
My manager's giggling behind you because he knows that I've been an absolute head case. Even more so in the practice days. I mean, I literally didn't think I was going to break 80, and I go out there and like just have a practice swing on the 10th tee, and I was like, oh, that actually felt right. And then tee off the 10th and actually hit the fairway. So I was like, okay, that was like a nice feeling because I hadn't had a good feeling all week in the practice days. So yeah, it was nice to take that and kind of roll with it. And as I said, I drove the ball really well today.
What were you like Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday night then? If you didn't think you were going to break 80, were you trying to psych yourself into it, or were you?
No, I mean, I wasn't very happy when I was at the golf course. I tried to forget about it when I got back to the house that I'm staying in. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. Like in the moment, I can't not be intense, and I'm frustrated because I want to be able to play the best that I can and give myself the best chance. But at the same time, I have to try and sort of accept that it is a practice day, but it would also be nice to have some sort of positive feeling in your golf swing going into a tournament like this. So I guess we all know golf's like a weird game, and things can change in a heartbeat, and yeah, today it felt better, which is a good thing. And
then lastly, do you believe in golf, the golf gods, or the golf god, and what's your relationship with the golf gods if you do?
Well, I feel like if there is a golf god, like I've got a few in the bank for some good breaks. So, I mean, like every golfer, we all think we're like the worst done by with the breaks that we get. But yeah, I think I've got a few in the locker where I'm due a few good ones. All right, cheers.
Hay un nuevo líder en rendimiento en el segmento de bolas Tour. Chrome Tour es más rápida, más consistente, más larga que la Pro V1. Pruébala tú mismo. Entenderás por qué Chrome Tour es el nuevo oro en rendimiento.